What's going on, guys? So today I'm just going to be making a quick video to inform anyone who doesn't know about the CT4V Blackwing and the CT5V Blackwing. So this is not an update video. This is just a general information. So anybody who's been living under a rock, if you don't know about these two cars, well, I'm about to give you some general information. So now you can know about them and you can be as excited as I am about these vehicles that will be coming very soon. So if you don't know, Cadillac earlier in 2020, I believe, announced that they'll be making the CT4V Blackwing and the CT5V Blackwing. So prior to these two cars, they had the CT6V Blackwing, which was kind of an odd choice, and not many people bought it because it's a very large sedan that had a lot of power, but it didn't really compete with anyone directly, and the type of people who would want that much power didn't really care for it to be in that type of vehicle. So now they kind of smartened up. They created the CT4V Blackwing and the CT5V Blackwing. Now these two new vehicles make a lot of sense because now Cadillac has essentially created cars that have direct competitors for the European German rivals, like the M3, the M5, the AMG C63, C43 for the E-Class and the C-Class, and for like the RS4 and the RS4, the S4 and RS4, and the RS5 and RS6 and those type of vehicles. So now they have a vehicle that can directly compete with them, and that some people would particularly may choose the Cadillac over that type of car. And one of the biggest features to come with these cars is that they will be coming standard with the 6-speed manual transmission. So that's very uncommon. Manuals are almost dead. I don't want them to be, but they almost are. But now you have the ability for the standard transmission to have a 6-speed manual, which then puts it in a very special area, because for Audi and Mercedes, there's like no cars you can buy with the manual. Actually, there are no cars you can buy with the manual. Whereas the only other vehicle or of those rivals that you can get a manual with is BMW. So they just put out their new M3, the M4, and both of those can be had with a manual, but only if you buy the base model. They have a competition version and they have a base one, and you can only get the manual with the base. Whereas for this Cadillac, it seems like you'll be able to option into whichever version you want. So that's a great thing. Now, just talking about the power, the CT4V, being the smaller one, will be coming with a twin-turbo V6 engine, making 472 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. Now, that's a lot of power. It's a smaller car. They're planning to make it lightweight as best as they can, with it being a luxury vehicle still at the end of the day. So that's going to be a lot, and that's going to make it a really fun vehicle. It also comes with its Magnum-Ride suspension, which, if you know anything about GM's Magnum-Ride suspension, it's very good and very helpful when you're on track, and that's how they're kind of promoting these vehicles as track vehicles. Moving on to the CT5V Blackwing, that will be having a supercharged V8, right? So that's just like the CTS-V from a few years back. So it's following that same principle. They're also going to be kind of lightweight. Both vehicles come with a big Brembo brakes that should be very good for stopping. And this one will be making 668 horsepower and 559 pound-feet of torque. So that's a lot of power. That's just like a Corvette Z06. Yeah, so like these are vehicles that are making a lot of power, and which is more than enough to carry on the extra weight with them being full-size sedans and make them very good competitors. So if we're just moving on to pricing, they are going to be expensive, as you can imagine, but the starting price for a CT4V Blackwing will be $58,900, and the starting price for a CT5V Blackwing will be about $83,900, which of course there will be plenty of options you can get to make the more expensive, but that will be the base price. Still starting out pretty high, but you're getting a lot for that base price, and it's kind of very much expected if you're buying a Cadillac that has this much power to be starting at a base price like that. Cadillacs were already kind of expensive to start. So that's all I'm going to put in this video, just brief information on the car. If you guys have any comments, or if you're excited that GM is bringing a manual back, that you're able to buy a manual, considering now this C8 Corvette exists and that doesn't have a manual, and it doesn't seem like there'll be any intention for that, and BMW is the only people really making them. So that'll be it for this video. If you liked it, like the video, comment down below, tell me what you guys think about the new vehicles, tell me what you think about their appearance. I think they look great personally. Tell me what you think about the take rate for the manual transmission. How many people you think will actually get it, considering there is a 10-speed option and they're not forcing you to get a manual. Tell me if you think you would get it personally. I know I would. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys maybe made a reservation for this car, and if you are as excited about it as I am.